Does it smell like... Pause for effect, because you don't know where this is going.
It could go anywhere.
It could go any up, down, left, right, toilet bowl. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. Does it smell like boneless, skinless chicken breast? Well, no, it's not. It doesn't. It smells like bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, actually, because it just made some.
Oh.
And I didn't get to eat them.
Because of this?
Yeah.
They're just in there?
They're in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty...
Later.
We'll touch on this in a minute.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. Culinary edition. Poll to the socials.
Okay.
Who thinks cold chicken's gross?
This
right?
gal.
That's wrong. Cold chicken? Like cold chicken on a salad? Like a Caesar? Like a nice Caesar?
I think you run the risk of gaminess to the fowl that isn't present when it's cooked.
I call foul on this statement all around. Hey, guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Hi, guys. I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half, and welcome to episode 64.
Yes. Real quick, though, back to the skin-on, bone-in chicken thighs.
Okay.
Thighs, because fatty.
They're fatty.
No, thighs, because I'm fatty.
Oh.
And they're fattier. And I fatty Arbuckle. And he was a guy.
Okay.
He's a historical figure. But I started making them on the flat top.
Okay.
And I got all excited because I was like, there's time. It's chicken time.
Yeah.
It's thigh time.
It wasn't.
If you've seen the shorts I'm wearing, it is thigh time. Have you seen the shorts
not gonna look.
Producier is wearing? It's always
can't
thigh
help
time.
but see those.
Anyways, yeah, they see you. And put you in the ICU.
Oh.
You know?
I don't know what you mean by that.
I don't either. Just free association. But listen, I thought it was thigh time, and they took too long because they were bone in. And so I wrapped it up right as you were pulling up, and I'm
sorry.
It's cold chicken.
Sorry.
Cold chicken. It's okay, though.
Okay. You'll get to it.
I don't know.
All right. What you been up to this week or weekend, brother? How you been doing? I haven't seen you since last week.
I know. Had a nice weekend. Took Benny to see the new Turtle Ninja movie.
I gotta hear about it.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a topic of conversation.
Okay.
Took him to the Turtle Ninjas and ate pizza.
Of course.
Obvi, right?
Sewer pizza.
Sewer pizza. We did. We actually what we did is we went out into the sewer and we ordered pizza to the sewer.
Yes.
And then we ate it at home though, because gross.
With the rats.
With the rats, yeah. But did that, went golfing yesterday.
So hot.
It was actually great. It was
Yesterday
in the 80s.
was better.
It was in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. So did that. It's busy weekend. Benny had a sleepover with one of his pals on Friday.
Here or there?
There.
Okay.
So we're going to have to return the favor at some point, which...
Start preparing yourself now.
Returning the favor is my least favorite part of asking for favors.
Okay.
You know?
Sure.
It's the worst part.
I get that. I can see that in you.
Yeah, well, I see darkness in you. Anyway, what about you?
We too had sleepover situations. We had one.
Weird phrasing.
What?
We too had.
One of our boys went and had a sleepover with a friend. One came and slept over this weekend. I still haven't gotten my mammogram, for those who are wondering.
I wasn't.
I know you're concerned about
I
your
wasn't.
health screen. Although
this literally is just another mammogram Monday. You're talking about it again.
I know. We discussed. We both felt great about our last episode, which begs the question, are we talking about mammograms enough?
First off, the answer is never enough mammogram chatter.
Agreed.
Welcome back to Mammogram Corner with just a couple of boobs talking mammies. Umami. Can someone explain to me what umami is? It's a way to be grossed out by a mammogram, Deborah. Umami.
Oh, my word.
Here it is, dude. Check the box. Mammogram, check.
Check.
What next time it's next up duty talk.
Nope. But here's what I would like us to
Mammies
do more
and
of.
poopies.
No. I would like us to talk more about health.
That's our nicknames. Mammies and poopies. That's how we take this stupid thing to the next level.
To the top.
Nicknames.
No, I do think we need to talk about health screenings more. We need to do public service because I'll tell you what happened after the last episode, which was titled "Just Another Mammogram Monday." For those of us just joining,
For those of you
Just
fly
joining
by
us.
night carpetbagger fair weather fans who don't know.
who don't know or who just showed up today, welcome.
Yeah. I should probably temper that
yeah,
approach to people.
let's-
If you've not been here since day one, you're
Get
dead.
out.
You're dead to me.
But also leave a review on the way
Also
out.
leave a really good
good
review.
one.
And then also don't leave though. Stick around.
Stick around for more screening talk.
Yeah.
But anyway, my friend Jenny, hi Jenny, sent a text saying, "Mammogram scheduled. Thanks for the reminder, CHWH."
Listen, you just violated so many HIPAA laws by talking about her scheduling.
Redacted.
No, never.
My friend,
My friend Jormy, who we call her Mammogram Jormy, and she's on top of it.
because
Listen,
we told her to.
And speaking of HIPAA, just talk. I'm at
Welcome to HIPAA Chat.
Welcome to HIPAA Chat. I'm the hippopotamus here to talk to you about what time to get the screening on my hippopotamus because I'm about at colonoscopy age.
Same.
I'm at colonoscopy age.
Same.
I'm not excited about it.
Absolutely.
You remember when you were 20 and people were like, when you're in your 40s, you get a colonoscopy. And you
there.
thought about it as being like, it's never going to happen.
We're there.
I'm there, knocking at the back door.
Anyway, we're still in back to school mode. Still trying to figure out the high school parking lot. It's treacherous.
Maybe
I
we'll do a
hate it
thing
so
like how
much.
Katie Couric aired her colonoscopy live on the Today Show. Maybe we do a live stream of my colonoscopy. Let's see if I can be funny while getting probed in the bummy. Let's see.
I'm not going to be part of that episode.
Yeah, you're not going to be part of that episode because this rocket ship's taken off. It's gone. You better be on it or off it. The SS colonoscopy is taken off.
You and producer
I went to space camp.
can do that without me.
Mission to Uranus. Guys. Man, Uranus. What good playground banter that has made its way into my 40s.
Sorry.
I'm not.
If I had known,
Oh my
and
gosh.
let's be honest, I did know. This is where we'd end up
I
today.
mean, so good. Smooth move, X-Lax. Guys, we're going, I'm saying, guys, as it pertains to colonoscopies, don't neglect your screenings.
Don't neglect your screen.
Guys, gals, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Anyway,
I was talking about the high school parking lot.
let's put a pin in the airing it. Let's put a pin in the live stream. Let's put a pin in it, and we'll discuss it at our next production meeting.
circle
Producer,
back.
will you jot that down, please?
Don't
Airing
write that
Brandon's
down.
colon. Yes, thank you.
So when we're in the high school parking lot, it is so dangerous that Hope and I, and she's my car buddy. She's in the high school parking lot with me for pickups and drop-offs just because of the
Okay.
nature of our day. She and I, in order to take our minds off of what's happening all around us, which is
Just in the world in general.
also.
Yeah.
And take our mind off
What are we
2023.
doing?
What are we doing? We have taken to playing I Spy, but it's a very specific I Spy.
Okay.
Okay. We're looking for two things
Okay.
in the high school parking lot. Number one,
Babes.
banana hair.
Dude, banana hair is a very real thing.
It's everywhere. Guys, it's the hair we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This comes from a Tiki Talk.
Because we're big on the Tiki Talks.
We're big in there.
We're a
active.
TikTok.
We have an account, haven't posted there in months. It's intimidating, the TikTok. And it looks like you have
This is the
taped.
oldest person thing I've ever just. It is intimidating, the Tiki Talk.
TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like if you took a bunch of bananas and set them back at the crown of your hair, and what they would do, like a sweeping motion. I sound like a Corky
Sinclair
Sinclair.
from Waiting for
The
Guffman.
sweeping hat, the sweeping motion.
Plus, I bought Bonnie a wonderful pantsuit.
Pantsuit. I buy all of her clothes. Anyway, we're looking for banana hair. It's everywhere.
Wild. Have we pivoted from broccoli head?
I think so. Well, it depends on your hair texture. If you're naturally curly, you're going to have broccoli in this day and age.
Do we think that there's warring factions? It's like the broccoli boys and the bananas get together and fight on the blacktop.
It is.
Blacktop broccoli banana.
But guess what? You can't choose which faction you belong to. It's all about your hair texture.
Yeah, but do you think that the Jets chose to be Jets and the Sharks chose to be Sharks? No.
It's about
where you come from.
Right.
So what you're about.
Right.
And culturally.
Yeah.
And if you come
If you're
from
Puerto Rico,
if you come from a long line of banana heads or a long line of stalk boys, broccoli stockies.
Yeah. If you're naturally curly hair, you're a broccoli. If you have straight hair or wavy, maybe wavy could go either.
I would be
broccoli.
I'd be a banana head.
Probably. Although when you grow yours out, it's a little curly.
It's a little curly, but it's not broccoli curly. I'd have to go in for a permanent.
Which you have had.
I've done it.
I'm straight.
Permanents smell like burning.
I know.
You know?
Let's tell the listeners just a quick aside, as we do here. When you...
They're rarely quick, but go ahead.
Sure. 5, 6, 7.
7. Oh, no.
I know, right?
You're using my catchphrases.
Well, somebody has to.
Go get them. That's a new one.
Okay.
I tried to workshop new catchphrases a few years ago. And did we talk about somebody call a doctor?
Yeah, we did.
That one didn't go.
No, still not going.
Go get them.
That's the new. Today.
Raise it.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. And so you were a big soccer fan growing up.
Don't put me in a bucket of a fan. I was
sports fan.
I was a footballer. Yeah. I was a player.
Okay, sure. Well, yeah, both.
Yeah.
Was it Pele who was the hair you were trying to copy?
There was a lot of it. It was a Euro mullet sort. Pele did not have that. It was Diego Maradona.
That's who it was.
And the reason that I liked Diego Maradona is because I would always play soccer with our dear friend Chris.
Hi Chris.
And we would always pick which player we got to be.
Sure.
And he always took Pele first. I always defaulted into Diego Maradona, which, frankly, I'd rather be Pele.
Sure.
But
hi, Diego.
Maradona.
Sponsor us, Diego Maradona. But I
actually think he got into some shady stuff later in life, so don't sponsor us, Diego Maradona.
Oh, we don't know. Welcome to
Sponsor us,
Corner.
Madonna.
Yes.
Diego Madonna.
That's the one.
Please.
So, but you wanted to copy his hair, and it was a mullet, but it was permed. And it was that kind of perm. I remember, did Crindy give you the perm, or did we go to get it?
A fella in a place did.
Okay.
I went to a salon.
Yeah.
For a mullet.
And I remember it smelled of green apples, burning green apples. Yeah. That was what they were trying to disguise it with, was a green apple flavor.
It didn't work.
No, but it was so curly and long that Crindy would creep in the night with scissors and snip off portions of it as you slept.
First off, didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Just now learning that.
No way.
Hating that.
Oh my gosh.
Triggered, violated.
Sorry.
Pressing charges. Crindy's in trouble. I'm coming for all your pogs, Crindy, because that's assault. That's assault. What was that? Is there a fire in an orchard somewhere? Nope. Mom's just cutting Brandon's hair while he sleeps.
I need to clarify. Was it because the mullet was too full? Too bushy? Or was it because it was too long, or both? Or
because she was trying to slowly get rid of it. And one day I would just wake up and it would be gone. I don't know.
She took you to the place to get it permed?
Brandon's been molting for months. He's literally molted his mullet clean off. Nope. His mom's been sneaking in under cover of night with the shears, like not even this is a John Heffernan bit that I'm stealing, but not even like the good kitchen shears, the ones that you use to cut the dingleberries off the dog.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Because really,
and those better not be the same pair.
Cutting Brandon's flaming green apple mullet is the same as cutting the dingleberries out of the dog's hair.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the same.
Good grief. That was a fun aside. I enjoyed that.
I mean, kinda. Oh, speaking of comedy bits, I've been meaning to call this out. Dear friend and producer, field producer Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Pointed out episodes back when I did one of the bits that I was doing about how everybody does this motion to roll down a window, but nobody does this.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's an Ellen DeGeneres bit where she does that.
No way.
So I don't want to be stealing bits
that you didn't know existed.
I feel like she would let me use it because she's DeGeneres.
She is DeGeneres.
Huh? Actually, I've heard that she's kind of a butt lately.
Brandon, Misinformation Corner.
That's what I do.
Do you know her? Does
Does she call you at home?
Does she call you at
home?
Do
you have a dorsal fin?
That's really good. Listen, I showed that movie we're talking about Ace Ventura here, guys. Is that a deleted scene?
Okay, great question.
Yeah.
Because I thought for years, I think we got a real Berenstein Bears situation on our hands. There's a theory around this, and I'll have a producer look this up.
Okay.
But I remember us.
Use my phone.
Yeah, I remember us. Because you didn't come, you literally Google things here. You didn't. You brought your thighs, but you didn't bring your phone.
He's sitting over there with a legal pad.
But those thighs should be illegal.
Okay.
But
I don't like to talk about that.
well, that's all I want to talk about now.
Apparently.
So I remember watching it in the theaters, and I don't remember that scene. And then I remember watching it at home with you and seeing it, and us both being like,
best scene ever.
this wasn't in the movie in the theaters.
Yeah.
So I think it was a deleted scene, but I'm not sure.
I think it was too. And we watched whatever version was on a streaming service, as they say, the other night, and it wasn't on. So I do think it was deleted. Anyway, great scene where he's in the dolphin tank acting as if he's the dolphin trainer, Hans Fitzvelvet.
Heinz Fitzvelvet.
Heinz Fitzvelvet.
Trainer of dolphins. You want to talk to the dolphin? You talk to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's great.
Okay. Well, while we're searching for that information, so when we're in the parking lot, I'm gonna circle back because this leads into another story. We're looking for two things in the high school parking lot. Number one is banana hair. Number two, denim underpants. Denim underpants.
What? Band name, first off.
I know, right? Denim underpants. It's what we're calling the girls' jean shorts these days. Guys, they're too short. They're too short. When the pockets are longer than the hem, way longer, we're too short. Okay, Heinz Fitzvelvet, what are you going to say?
I'm not going to say anything.
Or are we going to circle back to the dolphin? Because we really need to talk
No,
about
producer didn't send me that. He actually sent me the Mandela Effect. Is what it's called. That's the Berenstein Bears. If you grew up remembering the Berenstein Bears as the Berenstein Bears and you swear that the line from Snow White actually was mirror, mirror on the wall, then read on for more creepy examples of what's known as the Mandela Effect, the idea that a parallel universe, not just coincidence, can explain why so many people collectively remember historical moments inaccurately. It's a theory. It's a thing. And it makes me feel like we're in a simulation.
That's too deep for what we're talking about right now. That's too deep for Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Speaking of that's too deep,
And
guys,
I
don't
need
neglect
you
your
to
colonoscopies.
know.
Guys, don't neglect them. You like that? See, what I did there was I made a deep colonoscopy joke. Also, I made us go very shallow again. I rescued the podcast. I've done it. This motion.
Yeah,
This.
you champion.
This is just for the YouTubers.
Watch us on YouTube, guys. If you don't,
You don't.
no one does. Okay, gosh, this is important. Denim underpants are important.
That's a title.
Yeah.
These are my clean denims. These are my dressed denims. These are my.
These are my denim underpants.
I saw a thing on Instagram earlier that was it said senior. He was getting interviewed, and it was an older gentleman wearing very short denims, and it said senior complaining about being catcalled for wearing his hoochie daddy shorts out.
Yeah.
And then he said it. He was like, "I'm wearing my hoochie daddy shorts. Got people catcalling me 7 times."
Well,
so denim underwear.
we're not about victim shaming here, but if you wear those, I'm kidding.
I feel like that's
People wear whatever they want.
That's
It's
a
fine.
recipe
It's
for
fine.
that's a recipe for Chafe City.
Right?
Chafe City, USA, population U.
Yeah, denim underpants. So anyway, this is what we call the shorts right now. We got a lot of lampshading in the denim underpants.
I know lampshading.
because we've talked about that in previous
Well,
episodes.
but how do you know that it's lampshading if there's if it's denim underpants?
How do you know that they're there?
You had to go up and axe them.
No,
I'm
you
taking
sure
a poll.
don't.
I'm taking a poll.
As
Lampshade.
we're walking in, we see glimpses. We see the pockets sticking out.
Hey, you're next, banana head. I'm talking to lampshade over here.
Totally. It's totally true.
And tell your broccoli-headed friend to get out of here.
Right. They're not friends.
To saute on out of here.
Rivals. Saute. Okay, anyway, back to this. It's just the style right now, guys. The shorts are a little short. That's all I'm saying. On Wednesday of last week, I joined Crindy for a little day of lunch and a little shopping. Okay.
What day?
Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
You weren't invited.
I know.
Sorry.
I don't like to go. I just like to decline the invitation.
Right. Because then
Thanks,
you'll have to
Crindy.
return the favor later.
Yeah, no. What I like to do is my interactions with Mom are limited solely to her sneaking into my room in the middle of the night to cut my hair.
Lindsay lets her in now.
Shh. You remember that book, Love You Forever, where Mom sneaks in and rocks the kid? Yes. That's what Cindy was doing, except she was cutting my hair instead of...
Snip. Snip.
Love you forever.
Love you for always.
Cutting your hair. Brandon is molting everywhere. He has a mullet. People will stare. Smells like green apples. Burning in hair. Anyway,
this is important. Okay? Let me finish. So I joined Crindy for lunch and shopping. We ended up at Whiskey Cake, a great restaurant in Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
One of the best desserts in Oklahoma City, the Whiskey Cake.
Whiskey Cake.
Ooh, it's good.
It's tasty. It's right there in the name.
It's right there in the name. It's filling, but it's delish. And then we popped over to the Nordstrom Rack.
Oh, Nordy Rack.
Nordy Rack. We love one. So we're walking past, we're in the Nordstrom Rack. We walk past a whole wall of denim underpants.
Okay.
And so I tell Crindy about my I Spy game with Hope. And we start talking about denim underpants. Here is what Crindy says, and I quote.
Cannot wait.
She says this: I blame all of this on MTV, and this is why I didn't let you watch it.
I mean,
Denim Underpants in 2023.
see, and that's
We
why.
blame that on MTV.
Okay, so this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you want your child to turn out like Ashley Engle,
Okay.
no MTV.
None.
We're a VH1 family.
We weren't even supposed to watch VH1, really.
Jewel and Cheryl Crow.
Not really
That's
even
it.
supposed to watch VH1.
We watched VH1.
I did sneak over to my friend Sarah's house and watch MTV.
I thought you were going to say you snuck over and watched VH1 because that's extra lame.
It really is.
Like, it's pretty lame that you had to sneak out to eat Lucky Charms and watch MTV, but
VH1 is next level.
VH1 is,
I know. No.
although behind the music,
It was a pretty great show.
primo programming.
It's great.
Primo.
Agree. And then she goes on to, and I literally at that moment stop, take out my phone, notes app, type down her exact words.
Yeah.
And she was aware, so she knows I'm sharing this. It's fine. Then she goes on to say this: I blame it on P. Diddy. J-Lo would have never worn that green dress if he didn't tell her to do it.
So listen, that's actually a go-to take for Crindy. I've heard her blame P. Diddy for J-Lo numerous times over the years. I have heard
For
it.
all of society's ails.
Dude, and by proxy, I blame P. Diddy for Ben Affleck having a brief bout there.
Okay.
Everybody that is just in the spider web of that green dress.
Oh.
But then she re-wore it. She wore it again recently.
To show that she still can.
She wanted to.
Most hydrated woman in America.
It's true. You've said it.
She's beautiful.
Speaking of having a
Not
similar
a
take.
wrinkle on that face.
Well, listen, Crindy has been blaming Sean Puffy Combs
For all of
for a
this.
lot of stuff for a lot of years.
I know.
And that's okay.
For Denim Underpants in 2023.
Man, it's such a, it's a butterfly effect.
I mean.
A butterfly in Bad Boy Records flaps its wings, and now everybody in Oklahoma wears denim underpants.
That's what they say.
And that's the Mandela effect.
And that's it. Full circle.
And we've done it. Guys, don't
See,
neglect
you
your
did need to Google
colonoscopy.
that.
No, yeah, you did.
Okay, but then she says this as she wheels her cart away. And I blame it on Eminem. Just wheels the cart down the aisle.
I mean, I get that Eminem and his risque lyrics
Are going to keep you out of the pearly gates. We've discussed that.
But you can't. Denim underpants aren't an Eminem thing.
They are, according to Crindy.
I think.
This is why we find ourselves here. Marshall Mathers.
Anyway, the state of the world is Sean Puffy Combs and Marshall Mathers' fault.
And MTV.
It's collusion. They've put their heads together and they've used their sizable wealth and industry connections to make us all. They're just sitting sitting in their ivory tower, pointing and laughing. Look at all you dummies in your denim underpants.
Chafing.
Yeah.
Chafing out there in your 100 degrees, 97% humidity. Enjoy, dummies.
Denim dummies.
Denim dummies. That's a good title as well. But yeah, we're out here. We've had school picture day for 2 of the kids. Has Ben had school picture day yet?
No.
Did you used to care about school picture day?
I did at one point.
I feel like in middle school you were concerned about your hair.
Yeah.
Lots of gel.
A lot of gel. Too much gel. Too much gel.
Okay, this was post mullet days.
Yeah, no, this was I had the blade. It was like bing.
We do call that the blade.
And it was
a swoop. Mm-hmm. But it was from the side. It was a.
But I'll tell you what.
It was a plateau.
I'll tell you this right now. Nobody these days, none of these kids walking around school would cross that guy, because I'll tell you what a blade does. It slices right through broccoli and bananas.
Right
so
through.
you come at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's headbutts for everyone.
Because you know what you don't see out there today?
Blade hair.
Sure, but I feel like we're not using product on it. And
There's
that's
product.
why it's like, it's just like a flyaway
There's product, but
swoop.
they have like powders and stuff.
Powders.
Yeah, it's not that we
Like
don't.
a texturizing powder.
It's not like a gloopy LA looks.
LA looks.
We're not taking a.
I can smell it now.
Dude, I just remember going into the bathroom.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Preschool.
Which we shared, by the way.
I sprayed on my Michael Jordan cologne because I had that.
Sure.
It smelled like an orchard on fire. And I walked into the bathroom and I unscrewed the top of the Dep or the LA Looks, and I would just stick my chubby little hand in there like a bear paw going into a pot of honey. Like Winnie the Pooh going for his honey, and I would just gloop that right on top of my head, smiling with my like buck little teeth that were being pushed together.
By your palate expander.
This was pre-palate expander. I had to get a palate expander because I was literally morphing into a woodland creature. I was turning into a cinnamon bear. And I went in and I glooped my hand into the honey pot and then just splack right on top of my head.
Yes.
And then just rubbed it around. And I remember on more than one occasion, I glooped the LA Looks right onto my head, and it just wouldn't go right. And once you gloop, you can't ungloop. So I had to shower again to get the honey out of my hair.
Yep.
And so
there's no going back.
Little full, a lot of sap.
A lot of sap.
But it really was. I just remember going in. It's like, this isn't a 2-finger dip.
Oh no.
This is a bear paw going in there. I remember
going through those tubs of gloop like.
I remember one day I got my hand stuck in there, couldn't get it off. Had to go to school with my LA Looks gel on my hand.
Not true.
Until my teacher goes, Brandon, just let go. And I go, oh, and I pulled it right out.
Fake news. Fake news.
Misinformation corner.
Yeah. But did you have a school picture that you were particularly proud of? Like, do you?
No. No.
Did you not just hear my story?
I've never taken a picture in my life that I'm proud of.
That's true.
I blame cameras because I'm handsome.
I blame MTV.
I don't understand. I blame
P. Diddy.
I blame Sean Puffy Combs for all of my horrible photos. No, I've never looked at a photo of me and thought, all right.
That guy's something.
No, I don't.
Never. There's never one that you're or like a fraternity composite photo where you're like, okay.
Oh, I've got a fraternity composite photo that you're going to put on the socials that is a banger.
What is it?
It is, you talk about, there's not a fruit or vegetable on the earth that you could assign to my hairdo in this photo. It is wild.
What is it?
It's just I don't know. It doesn't look like it's just a nest. It is literally, it is apparent that that I'm out of Cindy's house because she's clearly not sneaking into my room at the fraternity house and cutting my hair because, whoa, baby, it is. And I look at it and I'm just like, that's a choice that I made.
Yeah.
I made it.
You made it.
And I rocked it. I walked it around.
Immortalized.
I'm wearing a blazer and a tie.
Yeah.
And I look like all of my insides are exploding out of the top of my head.
Was that your freshman year?
Yeah.
You had long hair. You let it grow. Curly.
It was less long than it was large.
Do you know what I would compare it to?
What?
Willy Wonka, when he takes off his hat.
Well, I hate that. I cannot tell you like the amount of I will be self-conscious for the rest of my life because of that comment.
You don't have that kind of hair now.
Do you know what your hair reminds me of is Gene Wilder? That's what your hair reminds me of. Good day, sir.
Your freshman year of college, it was to your shoulders about.
It was to my shoulders, but Gene
You don't
Wilder
have that anymore.
We're gonna do a side by side of me and Gene Wilder's hair. What?
You don't have that anymore. If you were to let your hair grow to your shoulders, maybe. It was wispy.
It was not wispy.
It was wispy.
It was full and powerful.
You just called it a nest.
It's a nest. Wispy is not nest, it's nesty. Okay. Nestle. I cannot believe you compared me.
Well,
here I am. Mm-hmm. You asked me who to compare you to, and I compared you to Juliette Roberts, to the toothy gal from Mystic Pizza.
Oh,
to
that
quote
was
Ron
ages
Swanson.
ago.
Yeah, I know. And I think about it every day about how nice I was. That was my public service.
Brandon, I didn't say you look like Gene Wilder. You set this story up as your hair was bad, and I said, it looked like Willy Wonka. He makes delicious candies.
Oh, cool. Cool. That's, that's a phase of my life that I need to go back to, is my delicious candy phase. It's not. Triggered. Trigger warning, guys. For those of you out there who've insecure about, God,
That's sad.
I've been told I look like every celebrity. I've been told I look like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
Yes, you have.
I've been told I look like Tom Brady.
Yes.
I've been told I look like now Gene Wilder.
No, you don't look like Gene Wilder. Your hair in that photo resembled him when he took off his hat.
I hate this.
Yes, I do have a school picture.
French Stewart. Okay. I've been told I look like French Stewart. This is my French Stewart impression. You ready? It's just visual.
Oh, yeah. That was good. It's a good impression.
Thanks.
You look tired.
God. Hey, Brandon.
When you make that face.
You look like a more tired Gene Wilder, Brandon. Congratulations.
You guys heard it here. He's such a gaslighter.
I would so much rather, speaking of gaslighting, guys, don't neglect your colonoscopies. Oh my gosh. Right next to Brandon's mammogram store, if I were to open a colonoscopy place called Gaslighters.
Just in the same strip mall.
I'm just gonna lease out all the strip malls. It's gonna be the Brandon's mammogram store,
Sure.
and Gaslighters, sure. And right between it's just gonna be a donut shop, inexplicable donut shop.
Your one-stop shop for breakfast and your health screenings. Oh man.
Gaslighters.
Okay. Saturday, we had our first football game of the season. Asher.
So hot for that.
So hot. I huddled under an umbrella the whole time.
Pads and
I
all?
didn't even care. Pads.
Oh,
Full pads.
talk about smelling like a flaming apple orchard.
It was awful. But they won.
Hey.
The mighty, mighty Wolves.
There you go.
Ow.
Stop it.
So then Saturday after the game, I was so sweaty. But I met some friends for lunch at this place in Edmond called The Lookout. Have you heard of The Lookout?
Have not heard of it.
It's the restaurant in the new Kicking Bird Golf Complex situation.
Okay.
It was lovely.
I like
What
lovely
a
things.
beautiful view. You can see all the way to downtown. I had a delicious beverage called the Victory Lap, which was margarita-esque, but it was made with grapefruit Jarritos, that soda. So it was like very bubbly. It was like a bubbly marg.
Ooh, bubblicious.
Mm-hmm. With tahine on the rim.
I like tahine.
It was delicious.
I like tahine.
And then we had loaded tots. Give me some of your loaded tots.
Man, Lindsay and I had a conversation about tots.
You're not a tot guy? Mm-mm. I am, but they have to be fresh. They got to be crispy.
But they're never, that's the point, is they're never fresh because a tot is a frozen item.
Yep. No, when I say fresh, freshly fried. They got to be crispy and hot.
I don't know.
Soggy tots, get out.
I'm not a tot boy.
Soggy Tots need not apply.
Soggy Tots and Denim Underpants
Need not apply.
need not apply.
I blame P. Diddy for both of
I
them.
blame P. Diddy for Tater Tots.
I'm so glad we're talking about this
I
finally.
blame P. Diddy for Denim Underpants and Tater Tots.
That's
Is a wild title.
People won't know. People aren't ready.
People aren't ready for that sort of tinfoil hat talk.
Welcome to Conspiracy Corner. Yesterday, I have news.
Okay.
After church,
Okay.
Hope and I, here's what you never want to do. If your child has been talking about, nay, begging for another pet, you never want to take them into a PetSmart.
Oh no.
I know.
That's an absolute amateur move.
I know. I did it
I can't go.
yesterday.
If I go into a PetSmart, I will walk out with an animal.
I know.
That's how Tilly came home. That's how Lucy came home. It is. I went into. I literally went to a Starbucks and got distracted by the beagle rescue going on, and
Totally forgot about my caramel macchiato.
and couldn't stop myself. I literally blacked out and woke up at the beagle rescue, and then and had a dog for 17 years. There's consequences to this, kids.
There really are.
Yeah.
So yeah, total amateur hour over here. But Hope has been begging for a hamster for years.
Okay.
Years.
Yeah.
This last week, she put together a Google Slides presentation
Awesome.
called "Why I Should Have a Hamster,"
Right down the middle.
and it
Right down the
was
middle of it.
really well done. I was
I bet.
very proud of her.
Passion.
Not only that, she put together a mini research paper. And so you got to reward this hard work. She has been saving, scrimping.
Is she
and
doing
saving.
her own research?
Yes.
Well, yeah, someone's fired because apparently Hope's better than producer is at research.
We're just waiting for her to be of legal working age. and
I'm
then we're
literally
gonna-
never giving you a hamster.
No, quit asking for one.
Seriously.
But anyway, so we go in and she turns out she has enough to purchase the hamster and all the gear. Come home with the hamster.
You got one?
Got one.
You're hamstered. You're officially a hamster family.
Boom. You got hamstered.
We're a hamster family. Mm-hmm. Not like a family of hamsters.
Right.
We're like a hamster family.
We do. He's an albino Russian hamster.
Cool. I like an albino hamster.
Little guy. He's not pure white though, as you would assume. He is grayish.
Okay.
Some tan in there, but he has maroon colored eyes.
Oh,
His name is Gus Gus.
nightmare fuel from Gus Gus. Gus Gus from Cinderella?
Yeah. The chubby mouse, because he's a chunky boy.
Yeah.
So we have a hamster. That was the better part of my afternoon.
I was a chunky hamster kind of at one point.
But here's what I want to tell the people locally. If you're in the market for a hamster, you need to go see Courtney at the Edmond PetSmart. Guys, she is the self-proclaimed weird hamster gal.
What a weird thing.
She knows hamsters.
I really want to go to her LinkedIn and have that be on there.
I hope it is.
She knows hamsters. She's referred to herself in the third person.
Yeah.
She knows hamsters.
I think she would. Guys, she was such a great sport. Literally talked to us for like 45 minutes. Helped us find the perfect Gus Gus. She was great. So if you need a hamster, go see Courtney.
And kids out there, if you're trying to convince your parents to get a hamster, I know a gal who could freelance you a presentation.
Yeah. We'll change the name.
Yeah, that's it. So that's
all we
really
need
it.
to change.
Yeah.
Totally. So anyway, I'm a sucker and we have a hamster now. Here's something that
I'm a
I've been-
sucker and we have a hamster.
This is totally. Here's something I've been wanting to talk to you about since the moment I heard.
Oh.
Okay, I have a friend. I'm not going to say her name.
Aw.
We're going to, okay.
I've been wanting to talk to you since I made my first friend. Oh.
It's taken me 43 years.
Ashley, I'm picky.
No?
It's not about people not wanting to be my friend. Nobody wants to watch VH1 with me.
I have high standards.
Anyway, what do you want to talk to me about?
I have high standards. Okay, so I have a friend who sent me a thing that said
vague.
the second Fire Fest,
Oh no, they're doing it again.
it's sold out. Already.
I feel like that's got to be a bunch of people who are like trying to like be a part of another disaster. Like they want to be a part of history.
It's the same guy, Brandon. He is out of prison after serving over 4 years in prison for cheating people out of millions the first go round
Let me tell you
in
something.
2017.
I don't agree with what he's doing or has done, but look up tenacity in the dictionary, and that fella, he's coming up.
I think he sees this as his redemption.
Okay. Dude, I will watch the second documentary.
Same.
It'll be less interesting if it goes well.
I know. It's not that I want it to fail.
Man, went back to the scene of the crime.
This one's supposed to take place in December of 2024 in the Caribbean.
Is Ja Rule a part of it again?
I hope so.
Ja Rule?
I don't know.
I blame Sean Puffy
I
Combs.
blame P. Diddy for the
Gosh,
Fire
Fire
Fest
Festival.
fiasco.
Man, if just as a society we survived that long, I'm real excited to see what goes on with Fire Festival 2.0.
But the fact that this has sold out is indicative.
It's indicative of the fact that
where we are as a society.
Yeah, it's indicative of the fact that people like influencer types and people just want to get clout, get
They wanna
exposure.
be there.
They want to be there when it goes sideways.
Yeah. When I say it's sold out, my understanding is that the first round of tickets have sold out. They cost $499.
No.
There will be
Who's performing?
levels.
Have they even announced?
I don't even know if they have a location. It says Caribbean.
Rip Taylor. It's just
I don't know.
It's literally, oh my gosh. What if they just did a whole Fire Festival and got everyone jazzed up and everyone thought it's going to be like big acts, Calvin Harris, Marshmello, all these big DJ types. And then they just,
I don't know who either
it's
of those
literally just Lilith Fair again. It's Lilith Fair in the Caribbean.
Same performers. Everyone's in their 40s.
Sarah McLachlan
50s.
just singing In the Arms of the Angel. Everyone just crying and thinking about their dog back home. Dude, just what? Just the Indigo Girls taking the stage. Jewel asking who will save your soul. Yodeling.
Yodeling in the Caribbean.
Gosh, that's all I want is a Fire Fest reboot, but with the entire Lilith Fair.
I don't think anyone from Lilith Fair would want to be a part of Fire Fest.
I think
due
people,
to the misogyny.
for sure. I think
Good
that,
on you, gals.
I think the
don't want
gals
it.
the gals from the Lilith Fair are too classy and have too much respect for themselves and others to affiliate with the Fire Festival.
Sure.
Man, what a good joke. What a good joke on these dummies. The people, sorry if any of you guys signed up to go to the Fire Festival. I don't think that
We just lost a listener.
I don't think that any of our listeners would want to go to the Fire Festival.
I don't think so. Maybe ironically.
Speaking of which, I finally convinced somebody to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos with me. After years and years and years, I convinced Jesse, dear friend who I golfed with yesterday. We were talking and it came up that we're both so fascinated with Juggalo culture and how we're not even mad at it. We just think it's great how passionate they are about it.
Okay.
I have tried to convince people to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos with me for years.
Yeah.
And he was like, I am so in. He was like, I will paint my face with you and go to the Dark Carnival of Souls. Hatchet in hand.
Oh.
Bottle of Faygo Moon Mist.
Yes.
I am over the moon.
When is it?
I don't know. I haven't.
Where is it?
I
The
don't know.
Caribbean in 2024?
Oh my gosh. This year's Fire Fest is just the Gathering of the Juggalos. So I recant what I said before. I want to go to the Fire
I'm in.
Festival. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, you missed the cheapest level of tickets because they're going up from here. Be prepared to pay $1,700.
How many cryptos is this going to cost me? How many Tiggy Talk cryptos am I going to have to broccoli you to banana me to the Fire Fest?
How many Bitcoins?
How many big coins?
Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys, but this is going to be a thing that we're all watching.
Oh, man.
And if you haven't watched that documentary, what was that on?
There's two of them.
Netflix? Really?
There was a Netflix and a Hulu one,
Okay.
and they were like the exact same story.
Okay.
But one was better than the other, and I think the Hulu one was the better one. I'm trying to remember.
I don't know which one I watched.
That actually depends. The Hulu one was better if Hulu wants to pick up this podcast, and the Netflix one was better if the Netflix people
Sponsor
want to
us,
do it.
Hulu.
We're,
Sponsor us, Netflix.
we'll cut those sound bites up.
That's what I was thinking.
And we'll have Hope make a presentation and send it off to the executives there.
Yes. The marketing manager.
But I think the Hulu one was the more informative and the better made one. One of them felt like more of a hatchet job, and one of them felt like more of like a
investigative piece.
more like more impartial and to the point. I don't know.
That's not the one I watched.
I really liked both of them, but I remember watching the first one and then hearing the second one was there and being like, it's not worth my time to watch the second one, and then watched it and was like, oh, that was totally worth my time.
Yeah.
So.
And now you're going to devote even more time to Fire Fest when you go with Jesse.
When Jesse and I go with our Faygo Moon Mist and our hatchets. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to check bags if we take hatchets.
You're not going to be able to take them.
Oh, whatever. I'll check them. Cargo hold.
Okay.
I'll fly private. I fly private to the gathering of the Juggalos.
Sure.
That's how I get there.
Sure.
It's called style.
It's called
Look it up.
class.
Yeah. Anyways.
How is your algorithm?
It's chaos as usual.
We forgot to do this last week.
I know.
I was so ashamed.
Well, you should be still.
I've left it off the agenda completely.
I know. Well, I didn't check the agenda, so that's
How
on
do
me
you
too.
sleep at night?
I don't, because I know that there's a woman with scissors. I sleep with one eye open, Crindy. Good luck cutting my hair while I sleep. What a weird isolated soundbite that is.
Most kids are scared of monsters under their beds.
I'm scared of momsters. Momsters Inc. Sneaking out of the closet.
Snip.
Duty
snip.
scissors. Snip, snip, little Brandon. Oh, gosh, I wake up with a full-on friar tuck. Anyways.
Friar tuck.
So, my algorithm. There's a Luke Foods.
Yeah, you send him to me.
He's great. He's very much of the lineage of a Dang It's Wayne type. Reviewing food,
Yeah.
but just so genuine about it,
Yeah.
so excited about it, loving him. And have you seen It's Your Boy Josh?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you sent him to me.
Yes, my favorite. I follow.
one episode.
I have followed him. That's how much I like It's Your
High
Boy Josh.
praise.
He's just a little kid, and apparently people. Here's why I like It's Your Boy Josh.
Okay.
Is because he posts wholesome content. It's literally him going, "Hey guys, and he's got long flowing hair, and he goes, "Hey guys,
His mom doesn't cut it.
you seem to like my beach content, so I'm going to send you another thing of me at the beach." It's literally just him at the beach. And so I love it because I love him. I like it.
People better be nice to him.
And I love a comment section. So I'll dig into a comment section. And I did. I've never seen a more overwhelmingly positive, supportive comment section. Everybody just saying things like, "Have the best time at the beach, Josh," and just supportive. As I'm scrolling down, favorite thing ever. No explanation for it. Just a comment from Ben Rector that just says, "Have fun at the beach, Josh." That's it. Made me love Ben Rector that much more.
We love you, Ben
If I
Rector.
didn't already
Sponsor
love
us,
him,
Ben Rector.
I love him even more because he wanted nothing for it. Just wanted It's Your Boy Josh to feel good. So
He's a good person.
I'll segue that into, and Matt, Tony, and I talked about this because
Matt.
it's true. Ben Rector posts almost every day, like little silly joke songs he writes.
I watch it.
And they're better than any song I've ever written seriously. And Matt said that joke to me at one point, and it's true because they're so good and so funny. And I'm a little bit of a Ben Rector fangirl these days.
He's amazing.
I think he's great.
He's amazing. Crindy's friends with his mom.
I know.
They're pledge sisters.
I just want to be best friends with him.
Yeah.
I want to go hang at the beach with It's Your Boy Josh and Ben Rector in our denim underpants.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's
More
your
than besties.
More than besties, Ben Rector and me.
At the beach.
At the beach. We've never met, but we're gonna manifest this friendship in 2024. You want to go to the fire festival with me, Ben Rector? I'll literally pay your way. Yeah. Because you need that from me. Anyway, how's your
What
algorithm?
I'm saying is I'll buy your friendship if
Listen,
you won't give it to me for
Ben
free.
Rector, I have all the cryptos you'll ever need.
Yeah.
I've got all. I'll literally. I'll shave my head into a friar tuck if you think it's funny.
Yeah.
I'll just.
My mom will give you a free haircut.
My mom will give you free haircuts because you can't afford those either.
It's all about buying.
Off your wildly successful music career, I'm not jealous. Ben Rector.
I named my son after you. It's fine.
Yeah, my son's named Ben Rector Birdwell, and it's not. It's Benjamin Martin Birdwell, but I'll change it. Ben, I'll change it. Will you be my best friend, Ben Rector? Ben Rector's mom, who knows our mom, introduce us to your son, Ben Rector.
Yeah.
I named my son for him.
This is shameless.
I got nothing else. I've got nothing else to live for other than the potential friendship with Ben Rector that I'm trying to manifest.
That's what gets me out of the bed in the morning.
So, anyways, how's your algorithm?
It is overwhelmingly rush. I think by mentioning it on last week's podcast, guys, I can't with it. I am inundated.
They're trying to rush you.
Speaking of denim underpants, there are plenty out here. Here's what I'll say. Guys, we talked last week about the rush dances that are happening across our great nation. And we were part of the Greek system, you and I. Things have changed. Things have changed. I had a pledge sister post our bid day photo online the other day talking about memories 20 years since.
Old guys, we're old.
Listen, everyone in the photo had on the same Gap khakis.
Sure.
Shorts.
Chino City.
Because it was August.
Oh, yeah, well, sure.
The same tall white socks.
Yeah.
Braided belt.
Yeah.
Gray.
Braided belt, but then you like get it and loop it back through itself.
Yep.
So it points down.
The same gray heathered beefy tee.
I hate a beefy tee.
They're scratchy.
They are a crispy baby.
They're thick.
No, thank you.
Nope.
Heavy. Heavy thick.
But thank goodness they were because it rained that day.
Yeah.
You don't want that on your bid day.
Just a bunch of slow-mo drown rats running in their beefy tees.
Totally. Compare that.
That's the apocalypse. A bunch of sorority girls, literally, the minute they realize that the sisters they'll have forever, and they're sprinting to them, and they're wet. And it's like, dude, that's a trampoline. That is, I mean...
Get out the way.
Move.
Get out.
Get out the way. Ludacris was actually talking about bid day.
Was he?
Yeah.
It seems like something he would make a musical commentary.
Move, sis. Get out the way. Get out the way, sis. Get out the way.
That's it.
And I'm talking about sisters,
Yeah.
not cis white males like me.
Sure.
That's different. But also, we should probably get out of the way too.
Absolutely.
It's a catch-all.
Anyway, compare that to what we're seeing now. It is
Wild. Choreography.
night and day.
It's like a scene from Honey
It
with
is.
Jessica Alba.
It is a scene.
It's
Guys,
like a Missy Elliott video.
I can't with it. So here's what I'm appreciating.
All right.
The houses that are getting creative with it.
Okay.
That are wearing costumes like there was one where a bunch of people were dressed like the Golden Girls doing a dance.
You know
Clever.
the Golden Girls. Have you seen that thing where it's like the Golden Girls were like the same age as like certain people? It's like, man,
Styles have changed.
80s old was different.
Hair dye.
80s old was hit
Plastic
different.
surgery.
Yeah.
Times have changed. Anyway, quick news from the Nextdoor app. I just want to share this quickly because this was interesting and it poses an interesting question.
Did we ever figure out about umami? Did we ever learn?
Yes, somebody did answer.
Okay,
her.
good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they Googled it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. No worries. She knows what it is now.
Hakuna Matata, Deborah.
That's right. Okay. I'm not going to say this person's name.
It's Deborah. It's always Deborah.
Okay.
Next door, Deborah.
Hello, family friend. If you could stop all interactions with people for 1 week, how would you feel?
Great.
Sit in the...
The answer is great.
Oh, I know. Sit in the house and eat up some mess.
Also great. Yes.
No devices allowed.
Oh, lost me. Lost me, Deborah. You had me at solitude and mess. Lost me
Eat
at
up
devices.
some mess.
Yeah.
What is mess?
It's just a pile.
Of food.
A heap.
Chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs. I want a whole mess of thighs.
Yeah. Okay.
Well.
Oh, well.
Yeah. But no, I love
Why was she asking that?
I love 2/3 of that proposition.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do that for 1 day
Really?
and then I would get sad.
I feel like I could do that for 1 day and then I'd get sad. The Ashley Engle story as it pertains to everything.
It's not true. I just am a little bit more extroverted than you are.
And,
I
and
tend
a
to
lot
gain,
sadder.
Okay. I tend to gain energy from interactions with people, not you.
I lose it. I'm like a battery that drains.
That's an introvert.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That's what
Which
that
is funny
is.
because you would not peg me as an introvert.
Nope. I technically, I think I'm more of an ambivert, and I've become more introverted with age.
Ambivert alert.
Ambivert alert. Anyway, I don't know what that. But anyway, yeah, it's fascinating. But this was an interesting question to pose on the Nextdoor app. Guess what? No one responded.
No, she lost everyone at devices.
Mm-hmm.
What they did is they read her thing and they were like, "Let me try that," and then they put their devices away and then they couldn't respond to her on the neighborhood app because they didn't have a device handy. Backfired on you, Deborah. How's that medicine taste? Your own flavor, Deb.
Got her.
Got her good.
What you been watching, reading, or listening to?
So
Yeah. Now's your chance.
Didn't like that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah, so I've
Turtles.
been listening to some old school like 90s hip hop because the whole Ninja Turtles soundtrack was very much that, like Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, OD, Bad Word.
Don't say it.
But
We'll lose our clean rating.
loved it. It was great. So I've been listening to some of that. Revisited an album by a guy named James Morrison that I used to love. Listened to the whole thing start to finish yesterday. Loved it on my drive to go play golf. Watching, obviously, Turtle Ninjas. Unbelievable. Great.
Did you love it?
Great animation. They took some liberties with storylines and things like that, but I feel like they
Splinter a hamster.
he is. His name's Gus Gus.
Oh.
Master Gus Gus.
Wow.
Yeah. He's less effective as that.
Less intimidating.
No, but they were true. They had some good little Easter eggs for like the 80s kids. It was great. Animation is wild and so cool. And then the other thing is started watching yesterday, Only Murders in the Building.
Oh.
Started it.
Crindy's in it.
I love it so far.
I need to.
After the second episode, I just started pumping my fists in the air. I was excited. I love Martin Short.
High praise.
I saw Martin Short in an airport once. Shook his hand.
Did you really?
No big deal.
You always see famous people in airports.
You're next, Ben Rector.
Ooh.
Where are you flying next? To the gathering of the Juggalos with me? Anyway, what are you...
He is decidedly not. Not a whole lot of new stuff for me. I've still the bear. We're in the sad final season of The Office. I hate it.
It's not as...
I don't like it.
The breaking the fourth wall, the Pam and Jim stuff, it's too self-aware.
Andy is awful.
It's clawing to find some relevance.
Yeah.
They should have stopped it with Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Should've.
Sponsor us, Office.
Please.
We love you.
We love you very much.
But the last seasons make us sad.
Yeah.
Just watch the Andy Bernard where he dresses like George Michael and Here Comes Trouble comes back.
Uncomfortable.
So
Broccoli Rob steals his solo.
Don't like it.
Don't like it. Don't do it.
All. Don't like it. Makes me sad. Okay. Still at Daisy Jones, guys. I don't know. I know that this is beloved. I wouldn't say
Spicy takes.
I wouldn't say I beloved it.
I don't beloved it.
Anyway, I have been listening to a new podcast called We're Here to Help.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Jake Johnson and his friend Gareth Reynolds, I believe.
Do you mean Nick Miller?
Nick Miller from New Girl fame. Anyway, guys, it's hilarious. People call in with problems and they try to solve the problems. Just regular people.
Yeah.
It's fun. They're about 30 minutes
Tell you
or
what,
less.
they need to make episodes of just them listening to our episodes because we're all problems.
And solve them.
It just, please, Nick Miller, solve our problems.
Gareth and Nick solve our problems. I want to give a quick shout out to Morgan Greer of Morgan Greer.
Yeah.
Morgan Greer Creations. Mm-hmm. She's a digital creator in Oklahoma City. Gave us the kind of shout out on social media the other day. At least I think it's kind.
You didn't see it.
Because I didn't see it till after.
Because our social media department is real good.
We're profesh over here. Ugh. But after us, she reviewed We're Here to Help, and she gave them a glowing review, so I'm making assumptions about you, Morgan. But anyway, for all your digital creation needs, small businesses in OKC, give her a call.
Boom. Check that out. Look at us.
I know.
Doing the big work.
Help me.
Nope. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Break me off a piece of that football cream. It's my favorite.
What is it? Symbiotic. There we go. Wow. Guys, we love to connect with you on the socials. Follow us at CHWH Pod on all the socials except TikTok because we're not active there. We have an account though. Also rate and review the pod.
Yeah, please.
Share it. We love you.
Please.
Okay, that's it. What's your warm heart?
Yeah, I was about to say, gosh, just weekend, like super fun, taking Benny to the movie, doing the whole thing. It was just a soul-filling time hanging with the little guy. So
yeah,
there you go.
I'm going to say as nervous as I am about this hamster Gus Gus, having that special day with my girl was pretty fun. And how hard she's worked to save and just how excited she is. Warm my heart.
Okay, guys, Denim Underpants and Hamsters, welcome back to whatever this was.
Don't neglect your screenings.
Don't neglect your screenings, guys. Come on down to Gaslighters.
Bye. Bye.